Alright folks, and welcome back to the channel. It's time for post-match reaction to Aberdeen 1, Celtic 5 as Celtic play some outstanding football tonight at PITODRIE. It was an absolute brilliant game. I didn't really know what to expect going up to PITODRIE today because we knew there was probably going to be changes to the squad. As you've seen in the start of the prediction, we were kind of, me and Alistair, puzzled to see who would maybe start. But to be fair to Alistair, I'll give him his credit. He's not going to be on the post-match action tonight because he's coming back down for Pittodrie, but he predicted 10 out of the 11, which, to be fair, was a good achievement because we just did not know who was going to play and who wasn't going to play. So, but apart from that, I think you wouldn't be able to tell, that maybe that was, some of our fringe players playing today because I thought we were outstanding. I think there was a lot of players there. Maybe, I don't want to sound dead over exaggerated, but probably playing for our futures, and they've done themselves no harm in my opinion. I thought it was an outstanding performance from the players that came in, and obviously you've got the bits of quality who have been there consistently for the part of the season. So it was really good just to see more of the French players, and I think it was obviously important we brought them in. But as I said, you couldn't have told the difference because it was that good a performance. Celtic in complete control tonight at Pittodrie, which was really pleasing to see, and it was a really enjoyable match to obviously watch. Get on to the team. As I said there, we made 8 changes, so we made a lot of changes to the squad from the side that drew the Rangers at Ibrox. In goal was Vajami Sinisalo, back for Anthony Ralston, Austin Trusty, Naroki, Schlupp, McGregor, McCowan, Bernardo, Forrest, Yang and Kenny. Quite a lot of changes there, and a lot of changes I was happy to see. I think you look at players like Naroki, have been champion to come in and get a start, especially in these games. So there's not really much on them, and the week's already won. So, and to see him come in and get a good performance, I thought he was really good today, really solid. And it just kind of begs the question for me why he's not been getting more starts at Celtic in his career. I can only assume it would be a training thing or whatever else, something behind the scenes. Johnny Kenny came in, as we'll discuss later on, come in, and I thought he was really good. McCowan I thought was particularly good. So there was a lot of really good quality there. I thought Forrest pulled his weight, still didn't get that goal. Unfortunately, that was only negative of the night. We didn't see a James Forrest goal. Hopefully that'll come in the next 2 games against St Mirren and then Aberdeen in the cup final. But on to the cup final, if that is a precursor what's to come to the cup final, then happy days, because Celtic were outstanding tonight. They were really good, and it's easy. I think it would have been easy for Celtic to down tools, because we didn't have a lot to play for, with nothing to play for. But with this Celtic team, and Brendan Rodgers' mentality, they're not going to down tools. So it was really good to see. I thought we started the game. I think you have to weather the Aberdeen. I think Aberdeen were always going to come out and have a go. First 5 minutes, it was just about Celtic maintaining the control in the game, and I think that's what we done. I thought we maintained the control really well, and I think once we got the control, there was only one winner in that game. It was obviously Celtic. I thought we had a lot of the ball. We were just maybe in the first kind of 10-15 minutes lacking that cutting edge, but it was just all about keeping the back door shut as well. And I thought we're playing out their press really well, playing the ball through midfield. McGregor was coming deep, driving, and there was a few early chances, and we just needed to maybe slip the pass in a little bit less power, and we could have been in for more goals. But we did open the scoring from the corner, which is a rarity for Celtic. We don't really score often from corners, but good delivery. The Rocky, it was a complete mismatch, and he just powered the ball into the back of the net. I think it just summed up his performance tonight. I thought it was brilliant. And as I said a few minutes ago, I really don't know how he's not been getting more starts in a Celtic, in a Celtic shirt. Now, do I think the Rockies, the full-on answer? No, but I think, there's an argument to me that they could be offering more than some of the other centre-halves who've got at the club at the moment. Can you say he's been offering more than Scales? I don't know. Scales is kind of, you either rate him or you don't rate him, so he's kind of one of those players. But I thought the Rocky came in and done a really solid job. Then there was obviously a stoppage because a supporter fell well in the stadium. Hope everything obviously is okay the support, obviously, and his health. So that kind of, Celtic were in the flow at the moment, and obviously, unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, it stopped the game. So we're out for about 6-7 minutes. So, but then I think Aberdeen obviously scored quickly after the restart. Kevin Nisbet. I'm going to just hang me on the goal. Really poor defending. Ralston loses the ball. Trusty just looks nowhere for me. I don't know what he's doing. And then Jeffrey Sloop, he just gets. I mean, it's weak to be honest with you, but I'm not going to get too downbeat. But I think it was just important to cover it. But it's all about the Celtic response because then Aberdeen's tails were up, and I think that's we could there's a few times where you think, oh, this could be maybe 2-1 to Aberdeen at half time, but no, it was 2-1 to Celtic. Forrest puts a cross in. Yang gets a lucky ricochet off the Aberdeen defender, and he's there to poke the ball home. And Celtic in a half time, and I don't know if that knocked the stuffing at Aberdeen. I don't know if that did, but I thought Celtic, can we go and get maybe 3 or 4 in the second half, and boy did we do that. We surpassed that. We get 5. Third goal, really good from Luke McCowan, who I thought was outstanding tonight. And Luke McCowan's got this thing of, he's a fitting into the jersey as a Celtic player. He's more than a Celtic player, and he's no a baby or anything. So, I thought he was absolutely brilliant tonight. Him and Bernardo really hang me that midfield. Callum McGregor was just doing his usual, business, what Callum McGregor does. But I thought Bernardo, it was really good to see Paulo Bernardo back into that squad. I thought, he's such a really good player. I think when he's on form, and again, showing, why he could have, and another really good kind of end to the season, and obviously hoping in that end of that Scottish Cup final. We did get a fourth, and it was a goal from Johnny Kenny on his debut. Brilliant. I thought he, with Johnny Kenny, I think we're going into. I think it's important that we find somebody, a team to take him. Maybe in this Scottish Premiership or as close as home to as possible. Because there's talent there. I think it's just about uncovering. I don't think his future next season lies at Celtic, but I think if we can get him out on loan and get him some real good match experience and see how he gets on, because there's clear talent there. He showed that at Shamrock Rovers last season. So there's clear talent there for Johnny Kenny. But it was good to see him. Always good to see, players scoring their debut. And he's, he deserved a start. I think he's come off a bench a few times. I thought that Ibrox, Dye didn't score. He probably could have if Dye didn't score that chance in the last few seconds. But, I thought his overall play was decent tonight as well. Chased down a lot of stuff. And that's what you're wanting. And obviously, I think there's still bits that are raw about him, but I think that's always going to be the case. But no, he gets the fourth. Celtic will be on their way at that point, and we're cruising. Aberdeen then gets sent down to 10 men, and it's a defender either gets by him and he's already in a yellow, and it's just a tactical foul. It's a clear red card. Celtic were cruising at that point. The only negative was that Ray Hatate was on the end of a kind of harsh challenge from Papa Gay. I'm not very. I don't think Rodgers was very happy about it. I don't think he's intended to hurt. I just think it's been a bit overzealous, and it's a naughty challenge. I'll say that. I think it's a naughty challenge. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Hatate. Obviously, in these last few games, he's a massive player for us. So hopefully, he's at least back fit for that Scottish Cup final next weekend. We did get a fifth through Adam Ida, just there, right time, and that's what I want to see Adam Ida. 20 goals this season. It's not bad. For a guy who barely plays and gets a lot of criticism off me included. I thought he was, he played really well tonight and got his goal. And that is the first time since the 70s that Celtic have got 3 players on 20 goals, which just shows the complete dominance and just shows the complete attacking free-flowing football the Celtic team will be playing this season. Exactly. So I think, really good day at the office. and it was obviously capped off with that Adam Either goal. As I said, the only thing missing was that James Forrest goal. Had a chance in the first half, probably should have scored. The goalkeeper made a save. I thought he was really good tonight as well. Forrest, showing his worth even when he does. He's maybe no the first name in the team sheet, but he still showing his worth. His assists, obviously getting man of the match tonight as well. I thought he was really good. Alongside just the whole team, I thought the whole team were really good tonight. But there was a few standouts. I mean, you're in the Rocky. Like Forrest was a standout. I thought McCowan stand out as well. But I just think an overall really, really good team performance tonight at PITODRIE. To end off, I'm going to just give you my man of the match. For me, my man of the match is James Forrest. It's either going to be him on the Rocky. I thought the Rocky was solid, but I just think Forrest overall play, Shinnie could not deal with him all night tonight, and he was absolutely fantastic. James Forrest. So James Forrest for me, man of the match. And it was just makes us in a really good mood getting into that title day on Saturday. Obviously, where Celtic will lift their 55th league title. So, it was really good tonight. And, it was a champion's performance. That's what I'll end it off with. But that's going to be it for the Aberdeen versus Celtic match reaction. As I just said there, we'll be back through the week, joined by Alistair for build-up to that game at Celtic Park as Celtic will lift their 55th league title on Saturday. Until then, we'll speak to you later, and hail, hail.